Welcome back to the Pokemon Sun Nuzlocke. Last time we left off, we took on the first trial. I explained what Z-moves are, and Lily disappeared somewhere. But let's go on the hunt for Lily. This is Route 3, this is a completely new area, and maybe we can encounter new Pokemon here. Also, trainer battle. Each Pokemon possesses an ability. Understanding these will lead to victory. I have a new take point right there. Take that side deck out. Why did I use Thunder Wave? I didn't mean to use Thunder Wave. Why is it faster than you? Let's see. I don't want to take the risk of it doing any damage. So I'll switch out for Gregory. That was stupid of me. Silver win. That's pretty good. Let's get rid of Stun Spore. Get rid of Spite for Confuse Ray. I couldn't show off the effects of abilities. How would you? How would I have a weather team set up right now? Psyduck's most notable ability is Cloud 9, which negates weather effects. How would I have a weather effect set up already? I guess if I traded Pokemon, but I don't want to do that. There you go, Ivan. You did good. It was my mistake. Telling you to use Thunder Wave when you should use Thunder Shock. I'm sorry. Let's get back in your Pokeball. Anyway, I could go with that tall grass down there. But something I want to show you on the upper route after I talk to this guy. I have to pass under a shadow of a moving shadow and attacked by a wild bird Pokemon. What a adorable little pest they are. As he stated, you see that moving shadow right there? That is an encounter. If you step on the shadow of a bird Pokemon, it will descend from the sky and attack you, accounting as a wild encounter. As I demonstrate. As you saw, the Pokemon will descend from the sky and attack you. In this case, the Pokemon is a Rufflet. Man, I love Thunder Wave right now. Okay, right there especially. And we caught Rufflet. So there's our counter for Route 3. Gregory leveled up. Rufflet, the Egglet Pokemon. They pick fights indiscriminately. They grow stronger and more powerful each time they faint or are injured. Hmm. Hmm. Let's go with the obvious. Now I'm gonna send you to the box, little guy. Don't really have need of you right now. Maybe later. You know, if you step on that shadow, we'll be attacked by another Rufflet. It was Sharp Beak. That's pretty cool. And that's a new way of encountering Pokemon. If you're curious to know about that, we're gonna battle her right quick. Do you have preferences about the type of moves in addition to the type of Pokemon? I'm pretty sure everyone does. Let's try to mix it up a bit, though. That's not a good setup for either of them. Okay, we're done here. There might be an item in that grass down there, though. Yeah, there is, right at the edge. I'll cut through the. Young Goose. I have no Krill with you right now, Young Goose. I have another heal ball, though. I'll take that any day of the week. Anyway, that's over here. Melee Meadow, a paradise where Orncorio dance. The Orncorio, let me get into that Pokemon once we actually encounter one. Speaking of encounters, Nebby, come back! Ah, that dark one. Nebby ran off into the meadow here. And right after, it got so much trouble. After it got in so much trouble on the bridge too. What if while Pokemon attacks, it doesn't have any moves it can use to battle? Don't worry, I got you, Lily, and your adorable self. Anyway, yeah, we can still encounter Pokemon here, and it's an Oncorio. Okay, that's pretty handy. So Oncorio is an interesting Pokemon in concept. It's unfortunately became a major letdown in the actual game itself. But essentially, Encore is a Pokemon whose typing and form changes depending on the island. Its typing changes the form, similar to the Rotom in its forms. However, all of Orion's cores are related to a style of dance. In this case, this is an Oncorio pom-pom form in relation to cheerleading. And it's also part electric type. This Oncorio is part electric flying type. Now, what the interesting thing about Oncorio is that you can change its typing and appearance by gathering nectar. If you give an Oncorio nectar from different island than the one it currently is, then it will change to that typing. Such as if you give, let's say, if I happen to catch this Oncorio, I'm not going to, and I give it a red nectar, or if you give it red, purple, and pink nectar, I'll change its typing. as well as its form. And nectar's pretty easy to get your hands on too. They're normally around flower fields like this one. Definitely gotta keep running into these things, aren't I? Now the sad thing about Oncorio is, despite all the interesting things that went into it, like I like all the designs for the Oncorio, I like the concept of Oncorio, I like the methodology of it. I just don't like the Pokemon itself. The thing about Oncorio is it has a rather crap move set. Like its move set is based around dances and whatnot. It even has its own special move. It even has its own unique move in Revelation Dance, which the type of the move depends on type of Oncorio or secondary type in this case. The thing is, Oncorio never really learns anything to help it make use of its other forms. It can never learn any, or it can't learn any base electric attacks. It can learn any fire, psychic, or ghost type attacks outside of Revelation Dance, which honestly is a bit of a shame considering how this Pokemon easily could have been something really interesting with a more diverse and wide moveset instead of the rather strict regimental one it has right now, which is mostly related to support moves. And even then, as a support Pokemon, it falls short to other Pokemon. So it really doesn't even work quite great as a support Pokemon. Maybe more of a distraction for the enemy to take down. Yeah, see, this field is full of Oncorio. I don't know why the lady had difficulty trying to find one. Look how that did nothing to it. And it's calling for help. One thing about this game is the fact that Pokemon will call for help. Sort of like how the Totem Pokemon showed earlier. Like there's a way to use it to like farm shiny Pokemon, and certain Pokemon will only appear when called on. They'll show up when called on by other Pokemon to help. It can be rather annoying when you just want to take out a Pokemon and starts calling for help every other turn. And now I'm really getting sick of Oncorio right now. Okay. Let's confuse the little thing. Yeah, it's set up like a support Pokemon, but this doesn't work as one, unfortunately. Gregory leveled up again. Papa leveled up too. Nah. Anyway, there's a cave here. This will lead to a different location. I'm gonna save that for further exploration later. Cutie fly. Since we already have one, we cannot catch it. My girlfriend always disappears somewhere. Maybe she's the type who can't help wandering off if she spots something interesting. This is a pretty common issue. Another one, choreo. Yeah, taken out. Another one, choreo. The monster's sick in the country in these things. Oh no! Another one, choreo. They just managed to get this one down to nothing. Yeah, there's a way that you can kind of game the system. You can get shinies and Pokemon that have rare abilities or hidden abilities. I don't even think the fact that Onkoryo's ability allows priority to dance moves, which essentially means it could be a Pokemon that always goes first if you load it down with dance type attacks. It's a tough one. I have to get rid of Supersonic. Yeah, that's right. Even if it's knocked out, it still counts as entering that stage of battle. Sonic Boom does 20 damage with every hit. I mean, literally every time you use it, it will do 20 damage. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay, now we're finally all that grass. Maybe get back in the bag. Oh, you. Thank you, Dark One. I should thank Magnemite too. Here, at least let me do this. Thank you for that one. You know, I read something interesting in a book once. It seems the Pokemon called Choreo changes appearance by feeding on the nectar from different types of flowers. It's not actually evolving, but undergoing something, a so-called form change. Isn't that interesting? I thought it was anyway. Back in the bag, please, Snappy. I know there aren't many people around to see you, but that's hardly an excuse. And I guess we should be going now. The professor will probably be worried after the way we just disappeared on him. Put the Nebby in the bag. It's the only way to do it. Hey, Dark One. Oh, and Lily's with you. What are you up to, Hal? Just finished up my trial. Hey, Dark One. I want to see if I really learned anything from my trial. Let me battle you again. Wait a second. I didn't want to battle you, Hal. I only still have two Pokemon. And one's a Pikachu. I want it. I was hoping I would get a Pichu, but I got Magnemite instead. I'm happy with what I have, but at the same time, I really do want a Pikachu. Or a Pichu. I want a Lululemon Raichu. Play nice. Poison gas time. Still only a Litten. Let me show you something, buddy. He's evolved to a higher stage. Aqua Jet. So you and me both beat the totem Pokemon, huh, Dark One? Looks like we're getting pretty strong. But I wonder if I'll ever really be able to beat my Gramps at this rate. Hey there, Dark One. I know I can count on you, yeah? Thanks for tracking Lily down for me. What's this mean, Hal? You finished your first trial too? I bet you used some silent moves, yeah? Right. Hal is probably rubbing his hands together in glee right about now. Oh yeah. What do you mean? It's all part of the trials. After you clear one island's trials, you gotta battle the island's Kahuna. Taking on the island Kahuna is a battle called the Grand Trial. For someone like me who's researching Pokemon moves, nothing could be better than a chance to see some more fierce Pokemon battles. I don't know about fierce. I'll be a judge of that. Come on, back to Iki Town. Catch the Tailwind Blaster Route 3. Let's go on a bit ahead after I check on the party a bit. Let's put Carl back up top. Almost getting pretty strong, which is good. Anyway, Route 3 will take us all the way back to Iki Town. Seeing kids like you journeying together with your Pokemon really soothes my soul. Thank you, I'll give you something. A Soothe Bell. This is a pretty cool item. A Soothe Bell will increase the happiness between you and a Pokemon. Pokemon will feel friendlier towards you if you give it that Soothe Bell to hold. Its clear chiming sound is so pleasant. Like as he said, basically if you can't get to that TM yet, basically if you attach to a Pokemon, the bell, and you walk around with them, they'll become friendlier towards you. This guy right here. I'm a trainer who uses the rare card item. I won't be shaken by strength. I want to face you when you're shown that you can defeat every last trainer on Route 3. Basically, you'll counter one of them every so often. Basically, you'll only get to fight them after you take out everyone else. I'll draw out the power of my partner, Growlithe, by giving it a hold item. Pretty good strategy. If it was a charcoal or something. Also, trainers like the one from before also have a tendency to have Z crystals attached to their Pokemon. It just depends on where you encounter them, but typically that's what they have on them. Popo got leveled up. Gregory got leveled up. Poison Fang, nice. About time he had a poison type attack. Being a trainer, I myself should have used an item. There should be more trainers here on Route 3 before we go back and talk to that guy. Super Potion, though. Yeah, this is still all Route 3. And there are berries over here. There was a Pokemon feeding on the berries and that leapt out at you. This is another style of encounter, a berry encounter. Berry encounters are also the only way you'll find this particular Pokemon, Crabrawler. Despite appearing like a giant crab, it is in fact a fighting type. That's a little giant crab. Unfortunately, we already have our encounter for Route 3, so we cannot catch it. I still, however, do enjoy its design. Anyway, after we take it down, we pick the berries. This one, citrus berry, nice. Cherry berry, pretty good. Petra berry, also pretty good. That area down there is another area that we could get to. Unfortunately, we do not have the means to get to it as of yet because we do not have a Pokemon that can ride on the waves. We'll be having one soon, then I'll maybe come back here and explore down there. But for now, let's go back up and talk to that guy so we can battle him out. Let's first see what this guy has to offer. Hey kid, you're local, right? From around here? I've got a favor to ask. I want someone like you. Please, you gotta help me. Thanks, kid. I see a little spirit. You're all so nice here. I'm actually here on a honeymoon with my beautiful bride. She's really falling for this Pokemon that you call a Rockruff. She just can't get enough of his curled little tail and the rocky fur around its neck. I've heard that you can find them in Tinkerra Hill, but I'm really lost here. Could you go to Tinkerra Hill and catch one for me? If you do, then I can check out this information on your decks, and then I can go catch one for myself. I'll even pay you for your hassle. Think of it as a bit of part-time work, okay? Dan, he's another one of those. Basically for this Pokemon for me, guys. Anyway, let's go take on this guy up here so we can clear out all trainers on Route 3. So you defeated all trainers along Route 3, have you? You've shaken me to my calm response. My heart was a still water, but no longer. Shall we start? Let's have a soul-shaking battle. That is a good reply. I will stand before you as a red card user. Yeah, red card is a battle item, but I don't get what it does. I guess it switches or something? I don't really know. But anyway, I know one of this Pokemon will have a red card attached. The other one will have a Z move. Presumably have a Z move, I should say. Okay. Rockruff is a rock type, so I don't want to keep a bug type in there. Use bite. Oh, that little death cry was cute and adorable. I've been leveled up. No. Oh no, it has not a red card. It's just inside him. So it switched it out for Popo. Popo's dragged out. Okay, that's what a red card does. It switches an item. It switches my Pokemon out. I said, oh well, I was going to sleep anyway. It's probably best for a switch out. Man, though, I love Missy. Now she's gonna go to sleep. Carl wants to learn Drain Kiss. See Robo-Zorb. I do the same thing, but I think Drain Kiss is stronger. To think that you've wounded my pride, which is harder than diamonds. It was a fine battle. My heart feels as light and clear as the blue sky that appears after a storm passes through. The proof of the battle between your team and my own. A red card. Take it, my strong friend. Got a red card. The effect of a red card is, as I illustrated to you in battle, you will likely find other trainers like me on routes of Alola, searching for strength, challenging them together with your Pokemon would not be a bad reason to take a journey. Then we can encounter them and battle all them to get items and rare stuff. Pretty simple. Anyway, let's get down this route all the way. Next time, we'll go to the bottom screen that tells us to go straight to Iki Town. Next time, we'll be taking on the Grand Trial, or the first Grand Trial. Till next time, everybody.